With the PSVR2 releasing later on next month, here is a list of all of the confirmed PSVR2 launch titles. 2MD VR Football Unleashed All-Star. Long-ass title, but this is a great football arcade game where you mainly play as a quarterback trying to beat increasingly difficult teams in 2 minutes left on the game clock, of course. This is a very fun, lesser-known VR sports game that I'm very happy to see that it's made its way onto the PSVR2, and I'm excited to see how they might do things differently using that new tech. After the Fall. This is an action FPS with intense co-op play at its core. Team up with friends to take on a hostile world filled with ferocious undead, mutated and twisted by the relentless cold. This isn't a game I've played before, but I'm definitely going to be playing it with some friends when the PSVR2 releases. DEMEO. DEMEO is the closest that we have right now to D&D in VR. This is a game that recreates all of the magic and camaraderie of gathering around a tabletop with all of your friends to battle against forces of evil. I have this on the PC VR as well, and it is an absolute blast. COSMONIOUS High. From the creators of Job Simulator comes COSMONIOUS High. Welcome to an alien high school where everything is totally fine. After a crash landing into your first day, you'll unlock powers, explore halls, and save the school from cosmic chaos. Cities VR Enhanced Edition. In Cities VR, you get to design your own city from a blank canvas, and you are in full control from the moment you start building roads and zoning areas to build either residential, commercial, or industrial premises. Cities VR isn't a game that I've played in the past, but if you're into world building types of games, this is definitely down your alley. ALTAIR Breaker. You must fight against an army of laws left behind roaming in the vastest isle. In this map-based sword fighting game, you must team up with your friends and experience the feeling of transcendent battles in VR. This isn't anything that I've heard of before, but based off the gameplay, it looks like a blast. DYSCHRONIA CHRONOS Alternate. You'll play as Special Supervisor House Guyan, an investigator with the ability to rewrite the past. You must solve a theoretically impossible crime, uncover the mysteries hidden in people and places, reality, and dream. Moss Book 1 and 2 is a classic action-adventure puzzle game where you follow Quill throughout several fantastical adventures. These games are always super beautiful and just super cute, and I look forward to hopping back into these stories as they're just a fun thing to play. Fantavision 202X is a game that initially was on the PlayStation 2 but is being ported over to PS5 and will be supported on the PSVR2. This looks kind of like a hypnotic game similar to Tetris Effect. We'll see how it is. I don't really have many things. The gameplay looks kind of fun. Hello Neighbor Search and Rescue, coming from the hit flat screen game, sneaks its way into VR with Hello Neighbor Search and Rescue. In this horror puzzle game, you must sneak into your creepy neighbor's house to save your friend. I played a little bit of these games on flat screen and they are just intense, so I'm very excited to play them in VR. If you're still watching and you enjoyed the video so far, consider subscribing to the channel. I post on a weekly basis. Okay, back to the video. Gran Turismo 7. It is one of the most beautiful racing sims, and it is finally being ported over to the PSVR2, and it is free. I cannot wait to strap in and see how beautiful and intense this will be using all of the power from the PS5 and the PSVR2 together. No Man's Sky. This is a huge, vast, open-world, action-adventure, space sci-fi game that is a procedurally generated world, and you can just go on forever trying to survive, explore, combat, and trade your way to just be fucking awesome. Song in the Smoke. Enter this dangerous world outside of time where you must craft weapons, make clothes, build fires, and brew healing elixirs to save yourself from these vicious predators. Star Wars Tales from the Galaxy's Edge. This is an action-adventure experience that lets you travel across the galaxy to the planet Batuu and experience an action-packed thrill ride in the Star Wars universe. Resident Evil Village. This one has been out for a little over a year, and lucky enough for us, or maybe unlucky enough for us, this is getting a port to the PSVR2 just to make you that much more terrified when you're being chased down by the terrifying creatures and, of course, Lady D. Swordsman VR. This is a sword fighting game that just continues to pump out more and more content. You can play now as knights, samurais, pirates, Vikings, and more. This is a surprisingly difficult and challenging game to play, but it is just addictive because of how much fun leveling up your character is, and it'll scratch that itch perfectly for you if you just want to do some classic old sword fighting. KIZUNA AI. This is a rhythm game that allows you to play with KIZUNA, a popular VTuber, dancing to the beat of 15 songs. I'm sure for people who actually you follow Kizuna, it'll be an interesting game to play. The Dark Pictures SWITCHBACK VR, otherwise known as Rush of Blood 2, this looks like an absolute blast that will be literally a thrill ride where you have to shoot and scream your way to survive. I am absolutely going to be playing this one just to terrify myself for your entertainment. Oh, did I mention it tracks your blinking, just to make you that much more terrified about playing this game. The Light Brigade. Enlist in the ranks of the Light Brigade, humanity's last line of defense, and journey through a procedurally generated battlegrounds as many times as it takes to free the souls of the fallen trapped within. The Tale of Onogoro. You must solve sprawling puzzles and defeat giant beasts called kamae that are blocking your path. A grand adventure depicting the bond between you and Haru awaits in this uniquely Japanese adventure. Tentacular. This game plunges you into the mind of the ocean-dwelling hulk of a giant, kind-hearted, tentacled beast trying to figure out its own place in the world. Apply lateral thinking and giant limbs to solve over 50 puzzles and action levels, building huge structures and contraptions. Horizon Call of the Mountain. Experience the sensations of height and wonder as you take in the stunning vastness across the Kajara and Nora homelands through the eyes of a new character, Rias, a disgraced former Karja soldier searching for redemption. I expect this game fully to really push what the PSVR can do and just showcase how beautiful everything in this headset can be, as it is the main launch title for the PSVR2. And that is all of the known and confirmed PSVR2 titles that I have personally been able to find. If I missed any, tell me in the comment section below. If you just want to say hi, tell me in the comment section below. Alrighty everyone, if you like this video, be sure to subscribe and leave a like, and hit that bell icon so you know whenever I'm posting new content, and that is it. Thank you for watching, bye bye.